welcome to your yoga practice today. So this is going to be between a 40 to 60 minute flow class. We're going to focus on opening up the side body. So that's our focus today. So as you move through your practice, if you can almost envision your breath moving more into your side body than anywhere else, that will facilitate the postures that we take here. Okay, so just follow along, do what you can. Be mindful of your movements, and if you have a yoga block or a stack of books, it might be handy to have that at the top of your mat. So to start, we'll come into child's pose. Knees come wide, big toes together. Sink your hips back towards your heels and extend your arms forward. Allow your forehead to come to the earth. If the earth seems to be too far away from you, grab your block or your stack of books, place it on your mat, forehead to the mat. So this just helps the earth come a little bit closer towards you. Extend the arms forward, just allow your body to start to settle in, to release. In the first portion here, while you're in your child's pose, the breath comes from the chest and the belly around the side body into your low back, into the low back body. So find that breath, find that space. So really closing your eyes and tuning into your breath here. The first little flow that we're going to take today comes from Vinyasa. So from your child's pose, you're going to come all the way through to Cobra pose, tops of the feet on the mat, thighs on the mat. Lift your heart up and through, shoulders drop away from your ears. If Cobra doesn't feel good in your body, feel free just to take baby Cobra with the arms bent rather than the arms straight. Tuck your toes, sit bones to the sky, downward facing dog. Knees come to the earth, sink back in child's pose. Exhale. Inhale, come up onto your knees, arms reach up. Cactus your arms, elbows go 90 degrees wide, bend back, open your chest. And then exhale back to child's pose. Inhale, come through Cobra or baby Cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Exhale to child's pose. Inhale, come up on your knees, reach arms up. Exhale, cactus your arms, bend back, open the heart. Inhale, reach fingertips back up. Exhale to child's pose. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, come onto your knees, reach all the way up. Exhale, cactus your arms, open the heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, child's pose. One more time. Inhale to Cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, come onto the knees, fingertips reach up. Exhale, cactus the arms, come all the way back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to child's pose. Forehead comes to the earth, just notice the breath. Notice the energy settling here for you. Just take pause. And from your child's pose, you'll just slowly make your way up to downward facing dog. So the sit bones reach high. Just taking some time to pedal into your down dog. Bending one knee, pressing the opposite heel down. Shift your hips side to side. And then finally, when you come into stillness, soften your knees, sit bones reach high, press into the earth with the full handprint. Shoulders draw away from your ears, head hangs heavy, breathe. Good, exhale, look forward, walk your hands, feet up to meet your hands, forward fold, feet come hip width apart, hands to opposite elbows, just let your upper body hang heavy. Press into the whole footprint, big toe mound, pinky toe mound, heel of the foot. Good, release the hands to the earth, heel toe your feet together, big toes touch, heels slightly apart. You do have the option of flowing with the feet hip width apart. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet, inhale, come all the way up, extended Tadasana. Exhale, hands to heart center. Again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold all the way through. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to earth, step back. High to low plank or no plank from toes or knees. Inhale, up dog, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Settle into your down dog, breathe. Good, exhale, look forward, step forward, top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, extend all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, fingertips up. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to earth, step back, high to low plank or no plank from toes or knees. Inhale, up dog, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, pause. Good, exhale, look forward, step forward, top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, extend, fingertips reach high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands plant, step back. High to low plank or no plank from toes or knees. Inhale, up dog, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, draw it through, high lunge. So on the ball of your left foot, right knee over the right ankle, lift all the way up. Fingertips reach high. Take a moment, breathe. The feet are like magnets drawing towards each other, so the right hip comes back, left hip presses forward. Straighten your front leg, exhale, fold. Stay high on the ball of the left foot as you fold forward over your right leg. Sole of the right foot stays grounded. Good, now plant your hands, step back to high plank. You can take the high plank with both feet or with the right leg lifted for your chaturanga, whatever you choose. Exhale, low plank or no plank from toes or knees. Inhale, up dog, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, draw it through, high runner's lunge. Settle in, feet magnetizing together, left hip draws back, right hip forward, fingertips reach. High on the ball of your right foot. Straighten your left leg, exhale, fold all the way forward. Stay high on the ball of the right foot as you fold, left foot firmly planted into the earth. Good. Hands plant, stepping back to either 2 feet on the mat or 1 foot on the mat. If you're taking a single leg chaturanga, left leg lifts. So high plank to low plank or no plank from toes or knees. Inhale, up dog, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe into it. Exhale, look forward, step forward, top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, extended Tadasana all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, fingertips reach. Exhale, hands through heart center, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to earth, step back, high to low plank or no plank. Inhale, up dog, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step through, high lunge. Ball of the left foot, reach up. Straighten the front leg, fold forward, high on the ball of the left foot. Hands plant, step back, your plank of choice, 2 legs or 1-legged, right leg lifted if you're flowing with 1. Exhale, high to low. Inhale, up dog, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, draw it through, high lunge. Straighten the front leg, exhale, fold forward, staying high on the ball of the right foot. Plant your hands, step back, 1 or 2-legged, flow, high to low or no plank. Inhale, up dog, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, take 3 deep breaths in your downward facing dog before you come down to Balasana, child's pose. Forehead to the earth. Just use this opportunity in child's pose to bring your breath back to its natural rhythm, to tune into your body and what it's asking for here, and just reminding yourself as you move through the next bit of flow in the practice to only take what you need. It's kind of like a buffet. You don't have to take everything, and sometimes if you do take everything or you take all of the options, it's too much, right? You get too full. So you don't want to get to that point. You want just enough so that your body feels nourished and satisfied without being in pain or in excess. So when you're ready, we'll all meet back in downward facing dog. Sit bones to the sky. And if at any time downward facing dog doesn't work for you, you have the option of tabletop or child's pose. Exhale, look forward, step forward, top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, extended Tadasana all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to earth, step back. High to low plank or no plank from toes or knees. Inhale, up dog, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, draw it through, coming into that high runner's lunge. Okay, so keep the hands on your hips. You're going to take your left hand and you're going to bring your left thumb kind of right under your butt cheek. And from here, you're going to use the hand and you're just going to direct the left hip forward. Okay, so you're just pressing on the back of the left hip to direct the left hip forward. Stay high on the left balls of the left feet, toes, and right hip draws back as you're pressing the left hip forward. Good. Release. Fingertips come up. You're going to take the left hand or the left wrist in the right hand. Okay? You're going to lean over to the right. And there is a bit of an arch in the back. So you're kind of pressing the chest forward, reaching back with the shoulders and to the side. But be conscious here of keeping the feet planted, right knee tracking over the right ankle, and you're lifting forward, arching, and coming to the side, really trying to get into that full side body line here. And inhale, come back to center, hands come down. It's going to flow a little bit here. So left knee comes down, reach the heart forward. Exhale, come back. Inhale, come forward, left knee touches, heart reaches. Exhale, come back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, back. One more time, inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Step the back foot up a little bit so that you're coming into pyramid feet. Bring the hands away from the earth, behind the back, whatever way feels best for you. I like to reach opposite elbows. Spine is long, hinge forward. Tuck your chin slightly so that your spine line is long. Right hip draws back, left hip draws forward. Press into the feet. If you have a tendency to hyperextend, take a nice micro bend in the front knee and fold. And your feet are on train tracks, so they're not directly one behind each other. There's space between the feet as you're coming into this pyramid pose. Now on the inhale, you're going to come back up. You may want to grab your block or your stack of books. We're going to move into revolved triangle here from these pyramid feet. So I'm just going to turn forward towards you for a second. So the feet are they're on train tracks. Block or stack of books comes to the inside of the right foot. You'll place the left hand to the block, okay? So reach the heart forward. Now the goal is to turn towards the right leg. Doesn't mean it has to be a big turn. And you can take as much space between the foot and the hand as you like. I like a lot of space. Tendency for the big toe and the inside arch of the foot to flip up off the earth here. So really press it down. I like to just bring the hand to the hip as I rotate open towards the right leg. If it feels good for you and you want and you can reach the right hand up, you can. Okay, but you still working on drawing the right hip back, left hip presses forward, looking to the right. Good, just one more breath in here. Exhale, you're going to stand back up. You're going to adjust your feet to warrior 2 feet and come into warrior 2. Fingertips reach in opposite directions. Reverse warrior, flip your right palm. Lower body stays as it is, reverse. Now bend the right palm or the right elbow so that the palm comes between the shoulder blades. Take the left hand to the right elbow and just draw the elbow towards the back of the room. Bend into your right knee. Rib cage lifts up and over, so the right rib cage is lifting up and over as you draw back on the right elbow. Last breath in. Come back to warrior 2. We're coming into triangle, so you might want your block again. Straighten your front leg. Hinge forward at the hip crease. Right hand comes to the inside of the right foot, or you can have it hovering at the calf. Left hand to the hip or straight up, whatever feels best for you. Palm face forward to the front of the room, and slowly, if the arm is lifted, don't worry about it if the hand is on your hip, slowly draw the hand towards the front of the room. Knit your ribs in towards your pelvis. Long on the right side. Breathe into it. Good. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Bend the front knee. Flip the front palm, reverse warrior. Now, as we come back through, you're going to use that momentum. Bring your hands to the earth and come into standing splits or an L stand. So the right foot is on the earth, hands are to the mat. Lift the left leg up. Internally rotate the toes. And lift the leg up as high as is comfortable for you. Charge into the whole right foot. Breathe. Bend into your right knee. Bring the left toes down. We're coming into that pyramid shape again. But this time, see if you can draw the right toes up towards your nose. The sole of the left foot can be on the mat if that gives you more stability. Draw right toes towards your nose. Breathe into it. Hinging at the hip crease. Breathe. Good. Last breath in. Exhale, sole of the right foot comes down. Step back. Take your vinyasa. High to low plank or no plank from toes or knees. Inhale, up dog, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. So I'm just going to flip so that I have the right orientation for you for the next side. Good. So left leg lifts. Exhale, draw it through. To that high lunge position. So first stop on the journey, take the right hand, place it under the right glute, and just draw the right hip forward. Really trying to get in as much on the psoas muscle as you can here. Left hand is just on the hip. And last breath in. Exhale, release the hand. We're coming into that side bend. So still on the ball of the right foot. Lift the fingertips up. Left hand clasp the right wrist. Inhale, lengthen up. And exhale, bend over the left leg. The heart is reaching forward. Arch back as you bend to the side. Breathe. Stay firm in the legs. Right knee or left knee tracking over left ankle. Whole sole of the left foot on the mat. You're on the ball of the right foot. Good. Inhale, come back through center. Hands come to the earth. Inhale, drop the right knee, heart reaches forward. Exhale, press back. Inhale, knee drops, reach forward. Exhale, come back. Inhale, drop and reach. Exhale, back. One more time. Inhale, drop and reach. Exhale, back. Coming into pyramid pose here. The back foot steps about halfway up. Foot planted at 45. Really firm into the footprints. Bring the hands to opposite elbows and fold forward. So again, your feet are like train tracks, not a tightrope. Lots of space. Back foot at a slight angle just to help the rotation of your right hip. Right hip draws forward, left hip draws back as you hinge. Slight tuck to your chin. Really root down through the inside edge of the left foot. Breathe. Inhale, come back up. You may want to grab your block, coming into that revolved triangle shape. Okay, so left leg is straight, block to the inside of the left foot or your stack of books, whatever you have available. Okay, so right hand comes to the block. And just gently, you're opening up towards the left leg. Left hip presses back because that's the cheat. The left hip wants to come forward to keep you out of the twist because it doesn't like that stretch. So pin that left hip back in space. Heart reaches forward, long spine, and gradually twist. It doesn't have to be big. Spine is long. Inhale, chest lengthens. Exhale, rotate a little bit more. Firm in the soles of your feet. That inside edge of the left foot is going to want to come off the earth to cheat you out of the twist. So keep it down. If it feels good for you to reach that left hand up, you can do that. Last breath in. Exhale, release. You're going to come into warrior 2 feet. Fingertips reach in opposite directions, so the heel of the left foot, if you drew a line through the right foot, it's going to chop it right in half. Flip the front hand, reverse warrior. Bend the left elbow. Left hand comes between the shoulder blades. Right hand to the elbow. Lifting up and then drawing back. Breathe into it. Remember, you're focusing your breath into your side body. So big opening on the left side body. So find that opening here, or find that breath here. Good. Inhale back to warrior 2. Straighten the front leg, coming into triangle pose. Grab your block, stack of books again. Left hand to the block. Drop the left hip back, right hip pops out, lengthen through the left side, right hand to the hip. So you don't want to go into a back bend necessarily here. So knit in the ribs to the pelvis. Maybe the right hand lifts up or keep it on the hip. If the right hand is lifted, palm faces the front of the room, gradually reach it forward. Breathe. Send your breath into your side body. That right side body needs that love right now. Good. Inhale, come back up, bend the front knee, reverse warrior. Now, as we come forward, you're going to use that momentum to come into your L stand. So windmill the hands forward, they plant on the earth. Come up onto the left foot, right leg lifts, toes point towards the earth, internal rotation, lift, hinge, bring the belly closer to the thigh. It doesn't have to be big. The toes can stay on the mat if you need them to be. Good, last breath in. Bend into your left knee, bring the right toes to the mat, straighten the left leg, fold forward. Now you can stay on the ball of your right toes or bring the right foot to the mat. You're going to lift the left toes up as you hinge forward. Use your hands to support you, use your breath. And last inhale. Exhale, hands plant, step back. Take your vinyasa, high to low plank or no plank from toes or knees. Inhale, up dog, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe into it, find that shape. And on an exhale, just bring your knees to the earth and come onto a seated position. So with the legs stretched out in front of you, you'll take the the right leg, cross it over the left so that the sole of the right foot comes to the mat. You can stay here, or you can bend the left leg in towards your right glute. Okay? So you're looking something like this. Left leg can be extended with the right foot crossed over, or the left leg can be bent in. Okay, so from here, you're just going to wrap the left arm around the right leg. Right hand comes behind you like a kickstand. lift your chest up and rotate over towards the right. Breathe. Try and find a space where you can keep the sole of the right foot firmly planted on the earth and the right sit bone evenly grounded to the left. And last breath in. Stay for your exhale. And then come forward. We're going to move into Gomukhasana. So you can do this even if the leg is out. You're just going to cross the leg over the knee. Fold the foot in as close to the glute as you can and you'll fold forward. If you want to come into full Gomukhasana, both legs are bent. Shift forward so that you can kind of squeeze your knees together and then sit back. So try and ground evenly through your sits bones. Toes are flexed. Try and get the feet as close to the buttocks as you can. Okay, so sit up nice and tall. So at this point you may be feeling this enough. If you need a little bit more, you can fold forward, but the reaching is not necessarily just a folding forward. It's almost like a pressing back as well, as you want to keep your sit bones glued to the earth. And last breath in. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, come all the way back up. Extend the legs, and we'll take it to the opposite side. So left leg crosses over right this time. Sole of the left foot to the mat. Stay here for your twist, or you can bend the right foot in as well. The key is to keep the sole of the left foot on the earth. Sit up nice and tall. Right arm wraps around left. Left arm like a kickstand behind your back. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, rotate over to the left. Breathe into your body here. Last breath in. Stay for your exhale. And come back through center. So moving into Gomukhasana, again, if the right leg is extended, just shift the leg over so that the knee is stacked almost on top of your right knee, and you can fold forward. If you're coming into full Gomukhasana, the feet come in towards the hips. Shift forward, squeeze the knees together, and then sit back. So you want to try and find evenness in the sit bones. And you will have one side that is very different from the other. One may be easier, one may be more open than the other. So just listen to that and only go as far as you need to go. Okay, so again, the folding forward is a hinging at the hip, but with the hands you want to be pressing back so that the sit bones stay glued to the earth. Make sure you're breathing. Last breath in. And stay for the exhale. Inhale, come all the way back up. Both legs extend out in front of you. Paschimottanasana. You can move the flesh away from the sits bones. Legs reach long. So as you fold forward, you're coming up and over to reach forward and fold. You want to keep the spine nice and long, so think belly to thigh rather than nose to knee. Heart reaches forward as you hinge, chin tucked slightly to keep a nice long spine. Last inhale. Stay for the exhale. And gently come back up. Janu Shirshasana, single leg forward fold. Right leg extends, sole of the left foot to the inside of the right thigh. Turn towards the right leg. You want to think about the rib cage coming to the thigh. Okay? So just hinging. Same thing, spine is nice and long. Reaching with the heart, hinging at the hip, slight tuck of the chin. I like to take the left hand and cross it to the outside of the right foot just to accentuate that side body stretch here. And the palm of my right hand is just on the earth, providing that sense of grounding and support there. Inhale. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, come back up. Take a nice twist here. So right hand to the left knee, left hand behind you. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to twist. And inhale, come back to center. Switch the legs. So the left leg extends this time. Right foot to the inside of the thigh. Twist towards the left leg. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, hinge forward. Belly to thigh. Heart reaching forward, slight tuck of the chin. If you want to accentuate that side body stretch that some of you may be feeling, that's not for everyone. Every body is different, so you'll feel it somewhere different. But for me, I get this right in the outside of the hip. So to accentuate that, I like to take the right hand to the outside of the left foot and reach left hand grounded on the earth. Breathe into that stretch. Good. Inhale. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, come all the way back up. Twisting to the right, left hand to right knee, right hand behind you as a kickstand. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to twist. Good. Inhale back through center. Legs come out in front of you. You're going to come onto your back, knees draw in. Moving into happy baby. So hands to the insides of the soles of your feet or the backs of your thighs. So the goal here is to keep the tailbone rooted to the earth. So if you grab the feet and your hips come way off the earth, try bringing the hands down and flatten that curve of the low back onto the earth. Stay here for a moment, allowing the knees to descend towards the earth. Soles of your feet face towards the ceiling. I prefer to grab my toes with my peace fingers rather than my hands to the soles of my feet, but that's purely personal preference. Tailbone descending to the earth. And when you get here, if that feels good and you want to straighten one leg and then the other, or if you can straighten both at the same time, keeping the tailbone down, breath strong and even, you can do that.
just for one more breath. And exhale, release. Knees draw in. Pause. Soles of your feet to the mat. Right leg crosses over left. Hips pick up, shift right. Allow your knees to drop to the left. Left hand comes on top of the right knee just to apply some pressure. Right shoulder descends towards the earth. And so there's lots of options for this right hand. You can keep it close to your hip. It can come straight out from the arm. Or if you want to accentuate the stretch, reach the arm up above the shoulder as you draw gently the right knee towards the earth. But make sure if you're reaching the hand up that the right shoulder stays grounded on the earth. Good, last breath in. Stay for your exhale. And come back through center, realign your spine. Left leg crosses over right. Pick your hips up, shift them left. Allow your knees to drop to the right. Right hand comes to the left knee. Left shoulder grounds down. Now start with the hand at your hip and gently kind of work it up to see where you get the best stretch, the best release without your breath catching or the left shoulder coming off the earth. Last breath in. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, come back through center. Just draw your knees in. Give it a nice little squeeze. Head lifts up, chin tucks. And then find your way to your Shavasana. You may want to get socks, a sweater, whatever it is you need here. You'll allow the legs to come wide. Arms come beside the body, nice and wide. Just letting yourself, your bones, be really heavy here. Sinking into the earth, finding that sense of grounding. Close your eyes, maybe cover yourself with a blanket. Allow your breath to return to its natural rhythm. And find your space here. Please stay here for as long as you like. 5-10 minutes would be amazing if you could find stillness for that amount of time. You'll notice a huge shift in the rest of your day. And when you do move off your mat, just remember that your energy is a gift. And you never know who may need what you have to offer. So enter the world, attack life with a smile and a positive mindset as best you can. I know it's not always easy, but it can change the course of someone's day, of someone's life. So use your energy and the gifts you have to shine a light on someone else and potentially help them to unlock their energetic gifts. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow. From my heart to yours. Namaste.